What are some of the emerging models for integrative psychiatry? We asked Dr. Scott Shannon on the Functional Forum.
Doc, you had a great quote there at the end that I'd love for you to share with the audience about psychiatry.
Well, happy to. My feeling is that psychiatry is the easiest job in modern medicine to do poorly and the hardest job in modern medicine to do well. And I think that's just because it's so enormously complex that to give credence to the complexity of the person requires a very comprehensive evaluation and very comprehensive tools. And to do poorly means dishing out medications to people that come in with really little criteria for the amount or total burden that it places on them, and the long-term challenges that we don't see the positive outcomes that we want to see.
We've seen so many psychiatrists coming into functional integrated medicine, sort of looking for new answers. What do you put that down to?
I think the blush is off the rose. We're sort of in a postmodern version of psychiatry where we're realizing that our tools of psychopharmacology that have been handed to us by the drug companies with 6-week trials actually don't perform in the 1 to 5 to 10 to 15-year range, and that we've got to get to core mechanisms. We've got to get to what's underneath the hood and why people are suffering.
It was so great to see your business model. How fun is it to share your business model and the way that you have your interdisciplinary clinic with clinicians from all over the world here?
Oh, it's just a charge to be here, and I think it's just a sign that this model, this idea, these concepts are spreading wildly. And there's a lot of, what's interesting now is that it's not just the patients that are suffering, it's the practitioners that are suffering. And I meet so many miserable psychiatrists that are looking for some way out of what they're doing, and they want just help and ideas for how to change their practice.
Does working in a team give the psychiatrist better mental hygiene?
Oh, I think it does. It's always, I grew up in a large family, so my bias is the more the merrier, but I think it takes collaborative care, it takes a team model, because mental health by definition is so broad and complex that any one person cannot do it all.
Absolutely. One of the things that's exciting is like the work with Dr. Dean Ornish, where for heart disease, now he's got the 6 practitioners working together and you can get it on Medicare. Do you see that your clinic model could become something like that, where you could be able to show the efficacy of the outcomes to a degree where down the road you could see this kind of care available to to more people?
Well, I think that's the goal. We're beginning to look at outcome measures and how we can track what we're doing, but I think absolutely we've got to be able to show that 1 in 5 years out we're making a difference for people.
Yeah, it's so great to see the models here. We had Dr. Hanaway talking about the Cleveland Clinic, Dr. Shannon talking about integrative psychiatry, and a couple of the doctors sharing it, and it's really exciting, to see just the interest. I mean, so many people interested in your work. What's the next couple of years? You said you were going to be sort of backing away from patient care and speaking more. Is there a demand for psychiatrists, other medical institutions looking for to learn from your model?
Well, I'm devoting more and more of my time to training psychiatrists now. So we've got it's called Psychiatry Masterclass, which is a training program, intensive training program for psychiatrists in this model. And I'm now being asked to go to healthcare systems and psychiatric group practices and bring them into this era. So it's very exciting.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for watching, and for more great clips like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've created a special free video just for you. It's called the 5 Steps to Becoming a Leader in Your Wellness Community, and it'll give you some of the starting points on how to position yourself as the leader in your zip code of your health community. All you have to do is click on the link below.